Hey, how's it going? We're looking at the twin flame general energies for the month of September. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I truly appreciate it. Alright, so what's going on for the Twin Flame Collective for the month of September? Wow. Fast, positive movement forward. The twin flames are on their way. On their way to a very positive future. I feel like the twin flames, both the feminine and the masculines, have been pursuing their soul mission, pursuing their passions, pursuing their interests, pursuing the skills that they want to achieve and acquire. They're sharpening their natural abilities and skill sets. They're taking the first step, conquering their fears, gaining the motivation to go after what they are passionate about, whether that is connection, romantic connections, whether that's friendships, whether that's conversing with their soul family, working with people that are like-minded, talking to people that are like-minded, researching things that are interesting to them, and actually working on these things in the physical. Working on the work that is important to you. And that can be in more than one thing. Maybe you want to revive connections to friends and family. Maybe you want to make new friends and family with soul family members, with people who are like-minded. Maybe you want to go after work that you actually care about. Maybe you want to, after your renewed beliefs of what romantic relationships should be like, maybe act like the person you want to be in a relationship with. Act like as if you are finding the one right now. What would you be doing if you were in your perfect relationships? Outside of the relationship, what would you be doing? Because 10 of Cups. Your twin flame is on their way. Your happy family life, your happy life path, your happy future is here now. You're quickly moving towards it. So instead of thinking about what it's going to be like tomorrow, what it's going to be like in a week from now, a month from now, next season, next year, imagine as if it's happening right now, because it is. There's so much momentum towards this happy, bright future for both the twin flames. I feel like instead of envisioning it, live it. Do what you would do if you were in that twin flame connection right now, because the momentum, the energy behind the two twins coming together, the two twins working on a soul mission together, is very powerful at this time. What the masculine is up to in the month of September. What the masculine is up to in the month of September. Wow. The King of Pentacles. The masculines are firmly planted in their security, in their stability. This could be because of changes they made in regards to their career, their job, their finances, their home, where they live, ending relationships, past karmic relationships, revising and editing their beliefs of what a secure and stable relationship looks like to them, their beliefs on marriage, on long-term relationships, their ideas on the role they want to play in a committed relationship, and even logistically, how they can finance a relationship, a family, a home with someone else, a life with someone else, what that looks like, how much money it costs, how much time and effort and energy it's going to take to be in that kind of relationship. Maybe kids are involved, maybe taking care of elderly parents is involved, maybe okay, I just got the phrase, you know, a good man can take care of himself and his family. A great man can take care of his family and his community. A legendary man can take care of the entire world, right? Or, you know, times two. So, like, I feel like, you know, whether you're a man or woman, I feel like the masculine's feeling like they can take on more. And they know they can, because the changes that they've been making, I'm getting the past, like, year or two, has been for a more secure and stable relationship. In all ways, like, so emotionally, mentally, physically, definitely, financially. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like it came out in reverse. I feel like they're ready to offer something of this caliber. Not the Page of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. They have matured. They aren't giving little scraps or small opportunities, small gifts, small gestures. They're in it for the big time. They're in it for the big thing, you know. They're in it for real. They've matured in more ways than one. I'm getting they matured more ways than one, but I feel like because they're the more masculine energy, they really got their stuff together, you know. They really got it together, and they've been working on it. And I feel like some of them are still working on it, but they have the plan, they have the motivation, they have what it takes to get it done now, because they know what to do. And I feel like but most masculines that I'm talking to right now, or if you're the feminine, the masculines to your counterpart, they've gotten their stuff together physically. They're ready. They want to move towards this relationship. They want to move towards this life path. The feminines. What's going on for the feminines in September? Okay. The King of Swords. And this came out in reverse. So I feel like although the feminines have probably softened their words when it comes to dealing with people in general, because I feel like the feminine had always not always, but sometimes the upper hand in terms of intuition and empathic abilities. You know, they were able to pick up on what other people were thinking, and they said things in a way that was like, this person thinks this way, don't you know? Or obviously this is what's going on, and even though you were correct, feminines, it wasn't so obvious to other people, you know. You were just like a little bit intuitive, or, you know, a little bit more telepathic, or a little bit more empathic. So so what you knew and wasn't really obvious to others, and sometimes when you said things, it kind of came off kind of harsh, brash, blunt. Um, but I feel like you worked on the divine feminines. I feel like a lot of divine feminines are not just more calm in their communication, but I I feel like they're not saying as much, and that's not saying that you don't have what things to say and what you're saying isn't really mature and intuitive and logical and reasonable and smart. But I feel like you're listening more, divine feminines. I feel like you're really in this kind of service to humanity, service to others, where you're listening to other people's issues, or if not issues, you're just listening to people more to see where people are at in your life and just in general, like the general collective, but also, you know, the family and friends in your life. You're kind of really listening and you're kind of seeing through them sometimes. Like, okay, if they're not being upfront, like you kind of see through the lies. But if someone's being really genuine, you pick up on that and you kind of want to talk more with them because they're being genuine, they're being real. So I feel like this is also, in terms of the twin flame journey, I feel like the feminines are more open to receiving communication from the masculine and also listening to them and kind of evaluating where they're at before making rash judgments. Okay, 5 of Cups in reverse. I feel like the feminines are like, let bygones be bygones, you know? Whatever happened in the past is in the past. I've healed from it. I moved past it. I'm not upset about it anymore. I see why things happened the way they did. And now I'm ready to move on with my life in terms of communication. I feel like you're ready to, I feel like the divine feminines have been cutting out people that just don't vibe with you anymore. And you might still love them. For example, my cousin, I love her to pieces. Like, I'll always love her. I'll always be there for her. And I am so grateful for being asked to be her bridesmaids, and I will do my duty. But my God, like, I can't gossip with her anymore. I can't reach that level. I don't have that ego anymore, and I love it, and I'll be there for her and I'll listen to her, but I can't be on that vibe anymore. So I feel like a lot of people are feeling that, like, even people you love, your friends and family, people you've worked with for a long time, your neighbors, your exes. It's just like, it's I mean, I love you and I care for you and I always will, but there's like that unconditional love, right? I love you and I care for you, but I can't be around you because I can't be in that vibe anymore, right? The collective in general has moved to this point where it's like, I can't go backwards. Like, I have to move forward, especially what you guys went through this year. It's like a big deal, right? Like, it's you can't move back anymore. We're at that point where we're only moving positively forward, right? Okay, so what's up for the twin flames in September? For both the twin flames. What's going on for the twin flames in September? Wow, the World card. Completion. Bringing everything together. Finishing the cycle and starting a whole brand new one. Where it feels like the world is at your feet. You can accomplish anything. The goals that you're going after are big, you know? And we're all doing it together. We're all doing it together. No twin flame left behind, you know? We're wow, this major arcana after major arcana. This is incredible. I'm getting, and the world will be a better place. That song is coming up. With the temperance, wow. Peace on earth. I feel like I feel like all the twin flames are getting their ducks in a row, are going after things that they want to go after, things that they've been putting aside for a long time, and they're actually, in the mood to go after your highest and best life. And peacefully and calmly, we're moving towards this beautiful path. Both the twins doing their share of the work. You guys are walking side by side. You guys are walking side by side right now because you have big things to do in this world. And you guys are coming together finally. You probably felt it energetically. There's this, when the union energies around, which have been coming on for the end of July, throughout August. If you didn't feel the union energies physically, you didn't come into physical union, you probably did feel the energetic union. And you guys probably met up energetically through dream state, or you guys might have, I've heard a lot of twins come close to each other location wise, maybe heard about the other twin recently. Around this union energy time, you get some sort of energetic union. Because it's for the entire twin flame collective. So whether it's physical, energetically through dream state, or being in the same location, or hearing about the other twin, getting an update or something, actually just getting a little bit of communication from your twin, you had some sort of union with your twin flame during this recent union time. Okay, so the masculine energy. What's going on for the masculines in September? What's coming up for masculines in September? Page of Swords. Reverse. Okay, so I do feel like the masculines may be a little bit stuck in being able to initiate communication, or being able to say what they want to say. The Moon card in reverse. Which is funny because the feminine's communication has been strengthening. They've been more open. So I feel like, well, we got the full moon in Pisces coming up, and then the new moon at the end of September around the fall equinox. So I feel like that's going to be worked on. I feel like they're gonna be able to, I need some more clarification. Okay, so I feel like they're gonna start with unloading their sadness, any negative feelings that they had in the past regarding this twin flame journey and regarding their spiritual journey with maybe you, divine feminines, but maybe I'm getting for most people it's going to be with other people, like their friends, their family. They're going to be unloading how they felt in the past, kind of to release it and to kind of practice a little bit, opening up about their feelings. So it might be towards you, divine feminines, and if it is, they're going to start with trying to heal past hurt between the two of you. That's for some. For a lot of divine masculines, it's going to be slowly opening up about, and they might not get it right the first time. They might not get it right the second or third time. Opening up about past hurts between them and their family, them and their friends, them and their past coworkers or bosses or people important to them in their past, even if it's not to them physically, like in their head, just saying it out loud. So they release that and get practice in opening up and speaking about their emotions, like physically speaking with their voice, so they can hear it. They can hear their own voice, and they can hear the vibration. They can hear the trembling when they're nervous. They can feel their stomach when it's like upset because they're like it's in knots from approaching this, and just they're working on this. Divine Feminines in September. Divine Feminines. Ooh, okay. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Ooh, okay. 8 of Swords in reverse. So I feel like some heavy energy is lifted from the Divine Feminines in September. I feel like you might be tempted to, and this might not be your energy. I feel like other people's energies, or just some other negative energies around you, might be tempting you to think negatively, or to not see the glass half full, to not be grateful, to not be in a positive mindset, or not to have confidence. And I feel like you're gonna triumph over that. I feel like the Divine Feminines, if you get tempted to go back into a negative way of thinking, or to let things aggravate you or agitate you, I feel like you're going to conquer that. I feel like, no way, nope, these thoughts aren't mine, or, I feel positively about this. And then, like, if you have, like, you feel a negative thought coming out, just physically with your voice say, oh, I'm grateful for this. What a beautiful day. This thing made me smile. How beautiful is this? I feel like you're going to easily conquer negative thoughts, because I feel like the Divine Feminines dealt with a lot of that already recently. It's like, no way. Nothing's getting in my way. I have no fears. I'm going to accomplish this. Yeah. Because I feel like for the Divine Feminines, a lot of positive things are coming after this, in the fall season, right after the equinox, and you know it. So you're letting your guard down, and you're being open and receptive to the positive changes that are taking place right now. All the physical actions you've taken and are going to take in September, because you know good things are going to come from it. Like, you don't think, good things are going to come from your actions this month. And so when you know you're doing the right work, and any negative energies or thoughts pop up, don't let it get to you. Let it slide off your back, because big things and great, beautiful things are coming your way when negative thoughts start trying to creep into your mind. No, you're not having it. You're not having that, though, Feminines. Okay, so September is coming up in September. This is towards the end. It's coming up towards the end of September. Wow. The High Priestess. Okay, so I feel like by the end of September, there's going to be a feeling of, all right, now I have an idea what's coming up for fall and winter. Now I have an idea of what's coming up in fall and winter. It might be in regards to your twin flame. It might be in regards to your career, your finances. But I feel like a lot of you are going to get confirmation that your twin flame has left their karmic for good, or has left a karmic situation, or left their emotional baggage behind. I feel like you'll get confirmation by the end of September that your twin flame has worked through and left behind, and is not going to be an issue in the connection anymore by the end of September. So this might happen before the end of September, but I feel like a lot of twin flames are going to get confirmation by the end of September that your twin flame is done with something that was affecting the connection before. Masculines. coming up for the masculines. Yeah, I feel like the masculines are out and proud. I feel like the masculines are not hiding something that was like a karmic situation in the past. It could be a bad habit. It could be a karmic relationship. It could be something that wasn't really good for them. I feel like they're more open. Yep. They're more open and honest about something that they weren't really proud of and kind of maybe embarrassed of, or didn't really feel okay sharing with people. And you don't have to share it with everyone, masculines. I mean, you can share it with your true few, you know. If you're working up the courage to release some past hurts, I feel like the masculine's ready to open up to the divine feminine about whatever issues they were hiding, because it's not a pleasant thing. So, you know, they were hiding it. They were hiding because they, you know, you don't like to, you know, not everyone likes to share their, you know, shadow self with people and be honest and upfront about it, right? But they're ready for it by the end of September to share it with. It doesn't have to be everyone, masculines. It could be just the true few, you know, the true few people you trust and love and would like to share it with, you know, feel it's important to share it with. And especially yourself. I feel like you are working on it with opening it up with yourself. Divine feminines are ready for a new adventure. So by the end of September, and I've been getting this a lot of divine feminines, that there's a new adventure that you're going to be excited for, that you're fully passionate, that you're all in on by the end of September, beginning of October, that you are ready to grow and be all in, like just really excited for. And I feel like this is going to be like a you thing. The divine feminine, this is going to be something you're going to be really excited for. Then this is like a great indication that the twin flame journey is going really well, because the divine feminines aren't completely and totally focused on the masculines. They're really doing great in our work. The communication is on point. You know, they've been working on that. They're helping others. And by the end of September, or mid-September, they're ready to launch this new life that they've been working on recently and that they've been trying to get started. They're ready and they see it moving forward positively. Divine masculines, you know, doing well materially, physically, in terms of getting ready for a long-term romantic relationship, for this new, for masculines that have been recently awakened, for the next steps of the awakening process, and in general, because they're set financially, they can work on their emotions, you know, and opening up to people about their past hurts. The twin flame journey, oh my goodness, has so much positive momentum. You guys are literally holding hands, walking side by side, you know, into the sunset. And you'll feel it. You'll feel confirmation. I feel like some of you are going to see your twin in dreams a lot more, and kind of get updates on them in dreams more than signs and synchronicities. I feel like dreams. And you both are moving towards a beautiful path forward. So it's like, yes, the good times are here. Okay, I wish you so much love and light, and it's Matali wishing you to stay mostly in the moment.